So I wanted to do this quick video. I'm actually in my amazing, beautiful wife's car today because she needed my truck to do some things. So anyway, I'm heading up to a piece of property that we have. We have this project going on that's kind of like crazy right now. Building a custom property and doing a bunch of stuff with that. It's been super fun, super challenging, definitely out of my comfort zone, not something that is my definitely not my primary thing. So last weekend, my wife Danny and I had this really cool kind of experience. She teaches a really neat session at her seminars called GEMS, and essentially there's a lot of different personality trainings out there, and more or less they're all mostly divided into like 4 groups. One group that's very challenge / money motivated, type A personality type. Another group that's motivated by fun and relationships. Another group that's motivated by helping people and things like causes. And then another group that is motivated by facts and figures and details and order and structure and things like that. So anyway, so we had a really cool experience. Just spent like a whole day just like digging like really deep and really learning about ourselves and each other, and just sort of like kind of like rediscovering and then in many ways like just like discovering all like almost like a first time type thing, and it was really so for me, I have this so like there's these different tests and things you could take, and so I end up scoring like just the maximum levels that you can score at this kind of like aggressive personality type. And I have these secondaries. My secondary, apparently, which I'm learning to embrace more and more and accept more and more, really likes to just kind of like have fun and not take things too seriously. And then I also have some strong areas with structure and organization and things of that nature. And she scores really high on the organization, detail, diligence. She's the most diligent, amazing woman I know. I mean, just incredible. And then her secondary is motivated by helping people and causes, and a high empathetic. She has a very high empathy gift, and so we have some major opposites, and we're both really strong personalities, like strong-willed. And anyway, so this whole thing was just like, oh man, it was really wild. She was saying, she was talking to me about like times where I'm going too fast and I stress her out. And in my mind, I'm always thinking, God, that's how I see her, like as this really like, and a lot of people misread her because she's so gifted and accomplished and charismatic. And so people often will misread that and try to, think that she's motivated differently than she is. And anyway, it was like this realization for me. I was like, all the times in my life where I've said, this is stressing me out, or, well, let me back up. So, one of the realizations, one of the many, for me, is that when I'm under stress or pressure, the part of my personality that is intense, it rises up higher. And so we have, apparently we respond differently. I've always thought that react differently in different environments. I think environment is one of the biggest things. But another factor is like, how do we respond in our strengths and weaknesses in our natural comfort, environment versus in more of an unnatural, environment or stress environment. So so with me, when I get when I'm under stress, the intense side, that Ruby / Type A, aggressive, just get it done. That part of my personality actually strengthens under stress. And what happens though is the other part, like the guy that likes to have fun and just chill out and like, take it easy, Why he's so serious? That guy like gets suppressed. So what's happening is that aggressive guy, like he gets more controlling, more dominating, more aggressive, so this is like that like resorts into rich miserable bastard zone, right? Like if we're talking about like true wealth, and that's kind of the point of this video, is the whole relation part and the gift of knowing yourself, right? I mean, it's such a huge thing, but really like the quality of our relationships, and especially with our spouse and our kids and things like that. We can go through so much of our life just not even being aware of those things that we do and say that are like creating problems. And so anyway, for me, it was just kind of like this revelation of like, man, so yeah, when I get stressed out, like I kind of like, some of the guys will know what this statement means, but I attack what's attacking me. So I go into offensive mindset, but what that does is it suppresses the other part of my personality, which is really the part that should be really active during those times too, which is like just more of a smiling more, right? Instead of just being like And anyway, so that's something I need to pray about and like think about and like just I don't know, it's been on my mind here, but the point that I realized is that all these times in my life where I thought, well, this situation's going on and it's stressing me out, or maybe even between my wife and I, where I thought she was the one that was stressing me out. What I realized this weekend is I realized that I'm the one that's stressing me out. Like, I'm the guy that's stressing me out, and I'm the guy that's stressing other people out, because this guy gets more intense and more, this intense person, part of my personality, like it gets even more so in those situations. And so anyway, there's a whole lot more to this, but I just I don't know, it's really like sort of, we spent hours and hours together and just kind of learning about each other, and for me it was like just like I don't know, just seeing things in a different way, seeing myself differently, and particularly her, like the strength and the gentleness, but the parts of her personality that are so like powerful, and it's just what it is just like we like to put things in a box. We like to like categorize people and put labels on them, and on ourselves, or we let people put a label on us. And then once that label is there, then that label ends up totally like defining everything. And so we sort of, we all of a sudden now we think we know, oh yeah, no, that information doesn't really match up with this label that I have. And so therefore it can't be right, you must be this, and, we're doing it all over today. We're doing it in politics. We're doing it, in business. We're doing it in our lives, and we're doing it with ourselves and with our family, with our spouses. So I had to like ask her to forgive me, and I just like really I don't know, it's just like an experience of just going, okay, you know, just that daily confession and like, okay, I know nothing, you know, and just asking the Creator to like redefine and re-show me. And so anyway, I would just encourage you with yourself and your spouse and, to do that. You know, don't think that you know each other. You know, one of the hardest things is if you've lived together for 10 or 20 or 30 years and, you know, you get into these situations, you go, oh, I know you, you know, oh, you're saying this, but you're not going to do that. Or, you know, nobody really knows us like him, right? Like he knows, the Creator knows us and knows that other person. And, so I would just encourage you to do that. Like, you know, just let it go and realize that, you know, maybe we can learn something. So I'm learning a lot about myself right now. And some of it is like kind of cool. It's weird. Some of it is like embracing and saying yes to good stuff. And then the other part is like, oh, crap. You know, dealing with some junk and some liabilities, right? And then just with my wife, who I just absolutely love and adore, and just think she's so amazing. She's the most incredible woman and just an amazing mother to our children, and she's an exceptional businesswoman. I mean, good God, you know, she's so talented and so gifted and she's so powerful and so strong. But just like, yeah, it's just a really, I don't know, it was fun. So I'm rambling at this point, but anyway, have fun with this video, and until next time, see ya.